Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Starbound. Where that is us pretty much farming at this point in time, right? I don't have much else to do. We're going to take this as slow as we need to take it, and as slow as we need to take it is me having ourselves a farm that I'm going to take care of and take advantage of, right? Plus, I'm trying to make a teddy bear in order to complete that one quest. I think we get a good shop for that, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, now, inventory, we want to go to food. A lot of the stuff that should stay fresh for a while, like it'll go bad soon, the raw fish. That's wild to me. I mean, coca seeds, rice. We could make a refrigerator, but we would need to do more mining. I do have a mine. I mean, we don't really have... Wait, pickaxe. Could I make another pickaxe with what I have? Or no? I mean, we got 30 iron bars. I would imagine we could craft one. Anvil, forging table. We need an anvil. We have a forging table? Or a foraging table. We have a spinning wheel. We have a wooden workbench and a furnace. Okay, anvil is the thing that we need. Anyways, like I said, greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Starbound. Today is like one of those things where I'm deciding whether or not we'll continue with Starbound or switch to something else. We're probably going to be switching to something else, but I'll think about it off stream. This week, we're going to go over what games we played, what games we're going to be playing in the future, and what we're going to be playing in the far future, potentially. Now, we started on Friday by going through an all-day of the OG Oblivion, and we have a couple of mods. The mods are the unofficial patches for Oblivion, Somerset Isle, and the other DLC stuff, right? So, that's all, like, set up so it's a bit of an easier time to go through the game itself. However, that's like that and a graphical mod to make it look a little bit better for like a more modern gamer, right? Now it's nowhere close to how the remake looks, but the OG and the remake are like 95 at the lowest, I would say, % the same exact game, right? So, we're going to be going through Oblivion, and that's probably going to take quite a few streams, but I don't care. I'm having a good time with it, and I'm going to continue to have a good time with it. 52210. I mean, I think we can make it all. We will need more woven fabric, but we can just buy that. I think I'm going to go for it. Get a full set of iron armor for our plant guy. Or is it plant girl? I think it's plant guy. Canuck? I think it's plant guy. We're playing a female Argonian in Oblivion. Cicada! And yes, that is their accent. It's Sakaaarra. I figured I'd try and go with a Argonian sounding name, just for shits and giggles. I could expand the house, but I don't feel like I need to. I am gonna have to start doing storage, I think. Let me see how this looks. Base, right? Because that's no armor at all. Neither is that. Okay, that's good to know. And then this should be the, yeah, that's 5. So we were going with no armor. Now we have plus 10% combat ability, plus 25%, plus 15%. So the full set's giving us 25, 30, 40, 50. So we got a 50% combat bonus, a hit up of 13 and 7, which is 20, and then 5, so 25 armor, and 2, 5, and 5, so, oh no, 2, 3, and 5, so 10 plus to energy, and I think 10 plus to health as well. Draw power from the sun. And what's funny is this is armor that's based around this character, I would assume, right? So I bet if we had like a robot person, the armor would look slightly different. I wonder if that's actually the truth. Back armor and a back cosmetic. Active text. We have a pet. How do we... Like, we have a worm that's crawling around up top at our spaceship. How the heck do we get that? Iron short sword, iron broadsword. Two-handed, one-handed. We need 4 string. Do we even have... I need to water the crops again. We have everything on us right now. At least we should. Can we make... We can. Okay, plant fiber. So let's make about 10 string. There we go. Anyways. So I've been going through Oblivion. Have really been enjoying my time with it. We're about 14, 15 hours into a potential... as Ray likes to say, 500-hour playthrough. I don't think it's going to be that long. I'm figuring, in all honesty, I'm figuring between... Now, this is going to be a little bit of a big between, right? I'm thinking between, like, 80, 85 hours and... Let's say 85 hours and 130 hours, right? Like I said, a bit of a big between, but... Yeah. That, and what's really crazy is the streams might be getting a little bit longer, as in I might be going until 1:32 a.m. my time, which would make the stream length go from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., let's just say, for a nice even number. So about an 8-hour stream, right? What we would do at the midnight section is probably grind out Fortnite, if I'm being honest. Because I'm enjoying the game, which feels weird to say. There's a bunch of bullshit, but I'm like, instead of... I've decided to embrace the bullshit of Fortnite. I mean... Fuck it. A bow, overcoming a monster with one of these significantly increase your chance of getting meat and rare crafting ingredients. Well, that's going to make me want to use the bow even more. So, regardless of how long it's going to take us to get through Oblivion, I think how we're going to do it is I'm going to play... Like, I'm going to swap Oblivion to be the secondary game. Because it's going to be a stream ender, I feel. Or a stream middling, if we go till 2 a.m. and finish up with Fortnite. That's such a weird game to enjoy at this point, because it's like, it's changed It's gotten better, gotten worse, but like I said, I'm embracing the bullshit this time. And there is some bullshit. There's a baseball bat, and there's 2 different gauntlets for Sub-Zero and what's their name? Also, it uses, okay, that's weird. That's a weird feeling. It uses 30 energy per shot. So it doesn't use arrows. It uses energy. It's an energy bow, technically. That sounds so stupid to say that out loud, but that is the case. I want the bow to be our number 2. It's a 2-handed, which is a little bit of a shame. We should have... Did I not make the sword? I don't think I made the sword. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to make the iron short sword and the basic shield. Because I want to, like, have a full iron set. Could we technically do... Nah, okay, I figured we couldn't, but I wanted to make sure. And then you go here. No, I said you go here to the left hand, and then you go here to the right. I need to also put the flashlight on something, so... Flashlight needs to go here. I guess we could also do the short sword on there as well, and if I do that, actually that should go to 3 then. Shit, where's the bow? Bow's here. I'm gonna have to organize the inventory. Is there an auto-organize? There is an auto-sort. Thank you, devs, for making an auto-sort for players like me. And then we would do the sword here and the flashlight. That's combat. This is construction stuff. And healing and all that. And maybe throwables. Why do I have 2 hosts? Did I accidentally dupe the host? Whatever. So let's see what this looks like. Okay. Looks kind of pretty cool with the setup we got going on. Ooh. Okay, so that's... Oh, we can block and attack. Okay, so we can do our shield spear tactics cheese from Elden Ring. Which, it is funny because that, I would agree, it is the easiest. Because of now there's a technicality to this. I'll explain the technicality in a minute, and then I'll get back to the rest of the schedule for YouTube. But there is a technicality when it comes to the statement. Elden Ring is the easiest of the Souls-like. Here's the technicality. It's also the hardest of the Souls-like. Right? And the reason I can say that with such confidence is because it is dependent on how you play the game. And it's kind of that way with any of the Souls games, right? But a lot of the time, you're not really taking that into account. And what I mean by not taking that into account is you don't have to worry about your build as much in Dark Souls 1 as you do in, like, Dark Souls 2 for whatever reason, right? And the same with Dark Souls 3. You have to worry about different aspects of different builds if you decide to go one way, and in some builds magic's overpowered, and in others it's like a joke to use magic, no matter what, unless it's like 1 or 2 spells. Okay, so that was not the right angle. Good hit. That's a chicken. Well, it's not a chicken, but it's a poultry. It's a bird. And it doesn't stack either. I might get a mod. If we continue to play this, I would have to start getting a couple of mods here and there, right? One of those would be food stacking, because it's taking a whole inventory slot up. I get why it does. Uh, let me write that down, actually. That's gonna happen a couple of times while I do this. That's just for convenience. Anyways, back to you, Starbound. I think we're... Oh, right. I wanted to check to see if I could make a pickaxe, but I didn't see any up here. That's why I was like, I keep coming back here because we've got a hammer and an axe, but that's for the tungsten. I guess we would have to update it, but we need to get titanium, which I have no idea where to go. After we built that, did we get new blueprints? No new blueprints. Again, we're going to have to probably upgrade it. I mean, do I have a light of some description? Oil lantern. Can I equip this? We can, but it's probably for just building. The bow. I need to put the bow back there. Yeah, alright. Campfire. I think we need a campfire in order to be able to cook. And
for some, it's rows of free weights. For others,
then we are going to do said cooking.
Start fresh. The gym doesn't care if you lift heavy, move quicker, or just show up.
I'm gonna see if there's anything we can make that's like combined.
That's all on you.
Cooked ribs.
The gym isn't a building. It's wherever you bring
I guess it's all separate stuff, right?
The gym is yours.
Might as well cook everything. Corn, I'll wait on the tomatoes. Let's cook the tomatoes. Steak, all that. I wonder if this stacks. I doubt it. I wonder if it resets its freshness as well. This will probably spoil, but I'm testing stuff. And rice is... we have a lot of rice, so... Oh, we are learning to craft new things by doing this, though. Like, we learned to craft a new thing. But we probably need other stuff for that. Oh, our inventory is full. Oh, no. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so rice doesn't stack. We need a refrigerator. This. I wanted to get one of these. A copper oil lantern. And see how that works. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to put down some chests. And then put the food in there, and the food's probably gonna rot. Unfortunately. But the D's, what the D's? We do have 2 wooden crates. I'm not gonna do anything with those yet. Alright, shift click. If I see anything that stacks, I'm gonna move it over. Just screw it. Move you over there, move you over there. Alright. That makes me feel better. We'll have some room for food in our storage. Oh, that freaked me out. So you can just do that. That's cool to know. Oh, wow. So we already have dirt. We'll put a stack of dirt in there. We don't really need the hoe right now, so put those away. The disguise mask, that we don't need. No, all this is decorative stuff. It's got value to it, so we might end up selling it. But, like, if it's not really that usable, I'm gonna yoink it into the thing. We're not gonna be using these weapons. Or these. Alright, that's a bit better. For now. My inventory, like, I should empty it out a lot more. Crafting materials. Okay, I think we're good. So, now we can dive on down and get ourselves some mining done. Alright, let's see how this works. Works well. Oh, don't have to. It rained. That's right. That is a mechanic in this. Alright, let's go to the mines! Oh, idiot. Put your bow on. We do have torches as well, right? Because we might need to put them down. Alright, hold on a second. We need torches. How do you make torches in this? Oh, probably the basic crafting, you fool. You fool! There we go. How many can we make? 144? Let's make 44. Alright. So. Alongside Oblivion, we've finished up Devil May Cry 2, Lucia's story. I have many complaints. I have a little bit of a rant to go on when it comes to Devil May Cry 2. Like, is it the worst game in the world? No. I'm gonna complain because I view it as a bad game. It exists. It is decent enough to go through just to be able to say, hey, I've beaten it. At least for me. Some people, it's not worth it, I would say, for some people. We need more woven fabric and all that. I'm not worried about it right yet. So, we're going down into the ground. We need... Where are they? Where are my torches? Ah, right here. Torches over here. We do have a copper ore lantern. Can't wear it. I mean... It being two-handed kind of defeats the damn purpose of why I made that. Kind of annoying. Oh yeah, stuff's rotten already, oh well. It was the building blocks in order to... Yeah, these. Oh shit. We might need a little bit more of that. We do have a bunch of wood, so let's craft some more of those platforms. Timber. Make a lot of timber. We can turn that timber into... This is from the wood. 1,400, let's go. Now, we're not going to make 46. We are going to make 20. I said 20. There we go. Now, so Devil May Cry 2, we got done with that, and then we come today, we're playing Starbound and discussing what we're going to be playing after Starbound, which I'm having fun with this game, I am, but I don't know if this is... Like, how it would okay, I could keep playing it until we beat it. That could be the end of it as a Monday game. Which, considering it would be like my first time going through the game and beating it. Yeah, I guess. It, kind of makes sense to do that. So sugarcane isn't replenishable. I should not be really worried about getting more stuff. I should be more worried about, going to the mines and getting materials and stuff like that. while we wait for it to grow. I also need to do the damn. I do need to do the water faucet
69% of BetterHelp members
in order
report
to the
feeling
water
less anxious
can.
after 6 weeks of therapy. This was just 15 seconds of self-care. Imagine what more can do. Manage the stress. Visit betterhelp.com/Spotify
Because the
today
cotton.
for 10% off your first month.
I need
That's
more of that
BetterHelp.com
for the farm.
Spotify music.
This is Emily Lynn Paulson, author of Hey Hun.
Okay, you rude ass.
Supremacy and the other lies behind multi-level marketing.
Yeah,
My
you rude
origin
ass
and eventual
slime.
escape
Now,
took time. Nearly everyone who joins an MLM starts out as
you have to look forward to more Oblivion, but like I said, I'm swapping instead of it starting the streams. It's gonna be what I do to either end the streams with or get to the midway point when it comes to the streams.
Today on Spotify.
I'm also being a bit of a coward when it comes to you asshat. When it comes to movement downward, don't want to fall to my death. Also, I'm going in a different path in order to get vines and stuff like that, so this can't go wrong. Ow, rude. So there's a limit on the block while you have it up. Good. You can't cheese it that bad, but you can still cheese it pretty poorly. I don't know exactly how many times I'm going to be skipping Oblivion. Like, if it's going to be a situation where I go and play Oblivion on Friday, Saturday, and not on Sunday. Which I think I might do this coming Sunday, because shit. This coming Sunday because I want to play through, like I talked about it I think last week, going through Jurassic World Evolution 2. I was having trouble getting the name. Always have trouble getting the name of that. What do you got over here? 2 bandages? Sure, we'll take it. Not the best, not the worst. Shit. Okay, cool. Where was I? I got distracted and completely lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Oh yeah, I want to go through and play Jurassic World Evolution 2 some more, and go through the rest of the Chaos campaign. And I said I was going to do that every other week, and I think that every other week part has kind of come back up, because we're at that point again, right? Like, I didn't play... I played DMC instead of Jurassic World, right? We finished up Devil May Cry 2, and now we're probably going to take a little bit of a breather from Devil May Cry in order to play through both, I'm laughing because a bot got, banned by the, bot. And it always amused me for bot-on-bot crimes. Well, maybe not bot-on-bot crimes, more like, cops and robbers when it comes to bot-on-botness. Hey, there's some copper, let's go. It's one of the reasons why I'm mining like this, in order to get all the goodies. Because we need copper and a bunch of other resources, but I'm just gonna bullshit while I get it. This is kind of part of the game where I can actually focus on the outdated YouTube blog thing part of it, which I need to get better at that, but whatever. So the game that's gonna end up being the start, like this Friday, we're gonna be playing this game, and probably I gotta step away for a moment. But we're probably going to be playing this game to start with all day Friday. This coming. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. and I figured it'd be a good game to play for the coming month because of what other games I'm going to be playing. Anyways, I'm going to play a couple minutes of ads. I have to step away for a moment. Nothing else is going to be going on. I'll be back momentarily. All right. We'll probably have to step away for a few moments in a little bit, but for the time being, we're good. Now, let me open up this really fast and then reopen up Starbound. So, oh, that's the wrong thing. Whoops. My wrong cheat sheet. I need the cheat sheet for what I'm talking about, damn it. There we go.
There's a new class of blockbuster
So,
drugs.
as I was saying earlier, Friday was a full day of Oblivion, Saturday a full day of Oblivion, and then yesterday, Sunday, we did about an hour and a half, 2 hours of Oblivion, and that led into finishing up Devil May Cry 2 by going through the entirety of Lucia's story in one sitting. It was a lot like... Lucia's story was weird. I enjoyed the gameplay more because of the way her attack cycles went when compared to Dante's. I realized what a lot of the problem had to do with was the fact that you knock the enemies away with certain weapons that are too powerful, and that kind of interrupts the combo you can do. But, like, I don't know if you do, like, if you upgrade the weakest weapon the highest, if that will knock them away, or if it won't knock them away and allow you to do a significant amount of damage and just stun them. Like, I think the biggest problem is the way that Devil May Cry 2 combat works is based off of, like, this weird stun system. There are no combos, there are no things like that. What you got is you can do a couple of things that can be like combos in quotation marks. Okay, so you're not aggressive, but I'm killing you anyways because I don't trust nothing. It'll get aggro if I knock something over or put a light down or some shit like that, or too many lights. Hey, we got some iron over there. Might as well hit that. And some silver here too. Ah, shit. There we go. And because of how I've been enjoying Oblivion, we're going to keep playing that. However, like I said, it's going to be what we play after Star Wars Force Unleashed. So it'll look like Friday and possibly Saturday will be a full day of Force Unleashed, but it'll more likely be like Friday Force Unleashed all day. Saturday will be Force Unleashed into Oblivion, and then Sunday will probably be Force Unleashed into Jurassic World Evolution 2. And then we'll have Monday, which will be either more Starbound or we'll swap over to RimWorld. If I end up playing RimWorld a bit off stream, I will end up probably swapping to RimWorld as the Monday game, right? If then I end up playing Starbound off stream, then we'll stick with Starbound for another week. We'll see what ends up happening, however. Mechanicus, I will keep playing on at worst Mondays. After we get done with the outdated YouTube blog thing and then have our little just chatting break. I gotta step away one more time. This should be it for a minute. Hey, greetings and good day, Zon Keith. How are you doing today? Oh shit, we have to talk about that in a minute. Let me finish going through the outdated YouTube blog thing. We gotta talk about that. Be right back. Keep me busy today. Anyways, okay, I won't say too much. But I'm still on the outdated YouTube blog thing because I have a tendency to get distracted while I'm playing the game that is supposed to be more background focused than anything else. So, for schedule, like I said, I'll keep the schedule updated with a Blue Sky post and a Discord thing. I'll upload the updated schedule for what I intend to play every Wednesday at the very latest. Hey, welcome back, Zon Keith. I'm almost ready to do our discussion. Let me really quickly think. Like I said, Friday, it's probably going to be Star Wars Force Unleashed. Saturday, Force Unleashed into Oblivion. Sunday, Force Unleashed into Jurassic World Evolution 2. Monday, Starbound or RimWorld into Mechanicus, Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. And then, I'm not sure what next Friday or next stream week will hold. But it'll probably be somewhat similar, only it'll probably be Force Unleashed into Oblivion Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday will be whatever I decide to continue playing into Mechanicus. I think that's everything for like YouTube update stuff, like what videos are going to be coming and what videos you can go back and watch. I'm also uploading more to the edited video, like the edited down videos channel, aka the main YouTube. One video a week is what I'm currently going for and what I know I can do. Tomorrow I'm going to be editing a lot. Like I've already started to edit the Doom VOD down into a... I'm just going to edit down the entire section, no matter what, how long it is. If I knock it down into a couple parts, whatever. But I'm thinking I'm going to just knock it down from like an 8-hour VOD. It's not really 8 hours exactly, it's more like 7. But I'm going to knock it down from an 8-hour VOD into like a 2-hour highlight video type thing that I'm going to post to the main YouTube. I also have a little tutorial from Oblivion and the disposition minigame that we can go through. But that'll be stuff that I work on. That should be going up sooner than Friday. Anyways, now that I'm done with the update, we can do the topic of conversation. Let's start with that. Quarter 4, so that means like September, August. Wait, no. August, September, November, December. Around that time, we'll be getting a volunteer-made Cycle Frontier multiplayer open beta. Open beta as in we can stream that shit? Because if I go to this right now, damn. I was hoping it was going to be a Cycle Frontier background, because I do have a couple of Cycle Frontier backgrounds right here. Right? Also, are you ready to converse about this, Zon Keith? Gotta make sure you're here, so I don't start talking and you had to step away for an extra second or something like that. Because I mean, it's free to play. I couldn't imagine otherwise. Right? So at the end of the day, you can check it out, and if it's not what you like and not what you want, it's a little bit of time, you know? I'll definitely check it out. I mean, if we get the cycle volunteer made and it's fun and good, then I'll play it, you know? For me, it's the game, you know? If the game is fun, I'll play it no matter what. And it's kind of why I didn't really continue playing. This is gonna sound so weird, but why I didn't continue playing the Outer Worlds and have switched to Oblivion. Like, I'm gonna go back to the Outer Worlds at some point, but I'm probably gonna do a new game. Like, Season 2 will be a reset type thing. I'll do Melee and go from there, basically, right? So you could, in theory, play alone on an empty map from any season you want. Oh, yeah. I mean, jumping in with the main squad, hell yeah, I'll probably fucking multiplayer is what I'm waiting for too, right? Oh, hell yeah. I'll definitely do that. Do a couple of little solo games. And I mean, it would... It takes away that... Again, it takes away one of the parts of it that is like... The appeal point, right? And I say that in quotation marks because a good portion of people are going for the PvP interactivity type stuff, right? I like that PvP interactivity. It's kind of annoying at times, but in a game like that, you kind of expect it. Yeah, I might have to hit that up then. See, stuff like that ends up, like, it changes the schedule sometimes, right? I mean, I'll probably end up, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm probably going to wait until the multiplayer open beta, because I want the whole experience. Well, I would hope not. Everything should be kosher as long as they're not profiting directly off of this product, right? Because it would become an issue, I would imagine, if whoever's doing this volunteer project starts to put an amount of money on things, right? Exactly. Like, it's one of the reasons why Bethesda hasn't put any cease and desist type stuff on Skyblivion or Skywind. And when I say that, I mean people have made full-on... They're remaking the games in the Skyrim engine, which it's one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad I started playing Oblivion, because I like Oblivion, but there's just like I look at it and I go, okay, when I play Skyrim, I know what mods I'm going to look to add. Mods that add a little bit of Oblivion into Skyrim. So I'll have to test out Skyblivion, and the only way I'll really play Morrowind, I think, is if it's the same way, right? Which is that they're using the Elder Scrolls Special Edition and remaking Oblivion and and remaking Oblivion and Morrowind. So, like, the fans of games keep them alive, you know? And this is a perfect example of it with the cycle, because this could lead to a rebirth of the cycle. I mean, I thought somebody had said at one point that they were working on shit, but I don't know how that is at this point. Yeah, if it's like a free-to-play cycle with no monetization, that would be wild to think about, but it would also be awesome to be able to play, because I think it would kind of remind me of something similar from a long time ago. One of the first PC games I really got into, this was way before I started streaming, called Battlefield Play for Free. It was like a fan-made product that was Battlefield, and it was like a bunch of different multiplayer modes. There was a couple of like PvE co-op things you could do that was pretty fun, and everything was all cool and grand and fine until they started to make a paywall system. And then I was like, well, enjoy this while it lasts. And not a couple months after that, they were shutting down. So that's immediately one of my worries for this, right? Like, okay, cool, the Cycle Frontier, yes. I'm worried it'll go for a couple of years and then they'll put a paywall behind, well, not a paywall, but like not a bounty system, a pass system. And then they'll end up getting shut down for that.
But advertising on Spotify can help your business turn up the volume. Our easy-to-use ads manager lets you create new audio ads from scratch or repurpose existing
Yeah,
video ads.
I mean, there's a lot of games that could become dead media in the future, truthfully, right? Like, hell, it's a pain in the ass to get some older games to play on PC, right? Because you don't really have the systems and the setups nowadays in order to play those older games. Like, they're not on more modern systems, and it's a pain in the ass to try and get, like, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get remasters of the popular games, like what we're getting with Metal Gear Delta. And I'm saying this knowing I'm gonna get Metal Gear Delta and probably spend a fucking, like, a 20-hour stream. I was gonna say 12-hour stream on that shit. Possibly. I'm not gonna say 30-hour because I'm not built for 30-hour streams anymore. I mean, yeah, they did do something with that recently. Is that a free-to-play thing, or is that a pay-to-play? Also, yeah, this is what we got going on in Starbound right now. I don't think I'm going to continue playing Starbound for Monday, because... Now, mind you, I really wouldn't have to do this often, but... For the time being, this is our grand gameplay. Minimal in content, a free trial, yeah. Well, I know there are free-to-play versions of RuneScape, and then there are the like the premium passes or whatever. But I don't know. I played a little bit of an MMO recently, New World or whatever, and I enjoyed it, but I lose interest in them really fast. I don't know what it is. Like, I could play the game for a month straight, just grind the hell out of it, and then I'm like, alright, I'm done with it all of a sudden. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I got into New World a little bit late. Oh, shit. Any other bastards want to come and fight me? Apparently you. Ow. Okay, let's go. Oh, shut the fuck down. What the hell? I think he damaged me, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's get a heal going. Yeah. That's true too. I mean, one of the biggest issues I have right now is I'm at this point in the game where I need to start going through the dungeons or whatever. And I'm like, I think almost max level without the DLCs. And I'm like, I'm just chilling. And we'll probably have to just randomly group with someone to get through the dungeon. But I lost interest in playing a little bit before that, and just haven't picked it back up. Also, there's copper over there. Coal. Iron in the walls. I need to remember to pay attention to the walls as well. I mean, it would be content, for one thing, right? And I'll tell you what, I did play a lot of RuneScape back in the day when I was in high school. Like, my study hall was RuneScape, right? Lunch period, I'd eat 10 minutes, then dive in for about a good 40-minute period of RuneScape. And what I would end up doing is I wouldn't really do any questing. I would just grind out the like mining, fishing, whatever, right? I would just do that stuff and then sell shit on the market. The grand exchange. Hell, it got to the point to where at a certain point when I had enough money, I would just buy shit when everyone was selling it and sell it when it was like a thing to do. Like, I was actually using the fucking market exchange. I mean, yeah, it's true, but I've got other games that, like, currently that's a game that, like, I'll just save it for later, you know? Save it for later. Because for the time being, I'm wanting to go through Oblivion, which is going to take me a while to get through. I'm wanting to go through Force Unleashed, which I don't know if it'll take the full month of May, but I'm also going to be playing a little bit of Fortnite during May as well because of the fact that it's like a Star Wars focused season. And I really do enjoy Star Wars. Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I'm staying away from a game like that for the time being. That's like, you know what I call that? I call that I would classify that as like the retirement style game, right? Like, a point in my life where it doesn't matter what games come out, they're just like shit to me, right? But I'll play something like an MMO at that point. That's like a harsh example of when I would play a game like that, because I still enjoy games, and I'm going to play the games that I enjoy when I enjoy them, right? Like, I know I have a playthrough of God of War and God of War Ragnarok planned at some point. There we go. We got back to the elevator. Like, viewing RuneScape as a retirement game is so accurate. I mean, yeah. I know what, like I said, when I played it in high school, I know what kind of game it is, and I thought to myself, I'm only going to play RuneScape at this time. I am not going to play this outside of school, and I stuck to that. I stuck to that for a very long time. And then the school changed to how they did their password shit, so I couldn't get into RuneScape anymore. And I was like, well, there goes RuneScape. And I have not played it. Like, I've checked it out. And when I say check it out, I mean played it for like 20 minutes just to see what the beginning's like, and then stop playing it. Because I know if I get into an MMO, I'm kind of going to be stuck there. Right? And I mean, just look at how long it took me to go through Minecraft, the mega build of Minecraft. Like, I've kind of been floating around for what games to play on the Outdated YouTube blog thing, because I don't really have any goals. Like with Starbound, it's beating Starbound. That's the goal, because I've never really beat Starbound. With RimWorld, it would technically be the same thing, like beat RimWorld, but RimWorld is a game that you're less active in, right? Like, you gotta pay attention to what's going on, and there's like a certain way you gotta set up, especially depending on what mods you have installed and stuff like that. But for the most part, what you're coming across when you play RimWorld is building your own story. You could rename a lot of stuff and add mods that allow you to rename everything, right? Exactly. Like, that stuff that takes well over 1,000 hours. It's why I do not play, and I refuse to play it anymore. Let It Die. I really like that game, Let It Die, right? But, the armor set that I ground out, basically it would have added another 40 hours of me grinding in order to get a better armor set to the level that I needed it to do something called Tengoku in Let It Die. Tengoku is like end game, late game, hey, you gotta go through this and grind this out to get to the top floors, right? And I don't remember what the top floor, like 251 or something like that is the top floor for Tengoku. But I used to do Let It Die Tengoku runs every Friday. And then I started to get more and more fed up with the game. They used to have glitches that would allow you to make some of the gameplay a bit more, like, watchable. Or not watchable, but easier to deal with. Right? So, like, you could get a couple of extra mushrooms or something like that. And they immediately fixed those glitches. But any glitch that is associated with, like, fucking your day up, because there's a glitch where sometimes if you shoot the fucking cannon, like the underbarrel rage move with a machine gun or assault rifle or whatever, it, like, an invisible wall just pops in front of you and it blows up immediately, either killing you or doing damage to you depending on how low your health is or what armor state is or whatever, right? That's just a glitch that exists in Let It Die, at least as far as I last played it, which was quite a few years ago. Anyways, kind of the same with Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a game that I really enjoyed, but for a multitude of reasons, a lot of it revolving around how the devs, like, the monetization system they have set up for their cosmetics and stuff like that. I don't want to play a game and get other people involved in playing it, because sometimes some people will see you play a game and they'll get involved in, like, they're like, okay, I'm gonna play this game, right? I just don't want to bring players to a game like Apex Legends anymore. So I'm done with that game. Plus, I just don't have fun with that anymore. I've installed, since then, I've played it off stream a couple of times. Not Let It Die. I've not installed Let It Die and played it off stream, but I have played a little bit of Apex Legends off stream. One time to help out Relatives, and every other time it was with the intention to help out Relatives, but I just couldn't stomach to play Apex Legends anymore. I mean, I got 2 fucking heirlooms. It's on my YouTube, but I got 2 fucking heirlooms when I opened up, like, the 300 packs or whatever that I ground for the entire year. Hey, greetings and good day, Void Pathfinder from France. How are you doing today? Appreciate you becoming a citizen of the kingdom. I very much appreciate it, and I do hope you enjoy your stay. A little bit of a rundown of me. I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that means tomorrow, the day after, and the day after that, I won't be streaming. But if you do exclamation point Discord, you can join the Discord to get the most accurate notification of whenever I do go live. Because there will be some days in the future where I'll go live on one of my normal days off or what have you. But yeah, I appreciate the follow, Void Path Finder. I love how I paused the Finder part there. Oh, also, shit, I forgot to
biggest weekend is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook is
do the Blue Sky post. Whoops, a little bit late on the Blue Sky post there. Oh well, happens. I mean, it's one of those things where I know time zones and stuff can be a pain and all that, because I live in Ohio, in the U.S., right? So it's much later in the evening for you, I believe. I'm not going to even guess about how many hours. 6 or something like that. I mean, if you're talking about Starbound, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue playing Starbound, but what I mean is, like, Starbound, I only really play it on Mondays, and the reason I'm playing it on Monday is because this is, like, basically supposed to be a background game. Like, something that I play in the background while we just discuss what games I've played over the last couple of days, what games I plan to play in the near future, and, like, this coming stream week, and what games I plan to play after, right? I think there are other games that I play that we could possibly do, right? I'm not opposed to it, but Starbound isn't really one of those games. At least it's not when I'm doing this type of stuff on Monday, no matter what I'm playing. Because if I'm playing online with other people, I kind of focus a little bit more on them and what we're doing in the game than conversating with the stream as much. Mind you, I do have a Discord mute button. I gotta remember what the key is and refresh myself with that because it's been a while since I've actually played with anybody. But I could have conversations via just muted on Discord by playing whatever. But yeah, with Starbound, I'm debating if I'm going to keep playing it on Mondays or if I'm going to swap over to a game called RimWorld. I'm enjoying Starbound right now. But, like, I mean, technically this is, I think why I'm, like, kind of iffy about continuing playing Starbound is because of my Minecraft playthrough. This is unmodded. This is my first time ever really playing Starbound. And the way that I play games for the first time is I try and play them with minimal mods or no mods at all, depending on what the game is. So, like, I've been going through Oblivion lately, right? And I'm gonna continue to go through Oblivion. And I have a couple of mods with that, even though it's my first time playing it. But the mods are the unofficial patches for the relative games and DLC, as well as a couple of actually one graphical mod, really, to make it look a little bit more palatable for modern gamers. I, myself, really don't mind about graphics, right? Like, graphics to me don't really make a difference. Wow, you are, like, the most accurate sumbitch ever. I'm coming for you. Completely understandable. That's exactly how I'm kind of going with the game. I know I've had a couple people come by and kind of, like, tell me about certain elements of, like, basically, I'll be blunt and say spoilers. So I definitely wouldn't recommend tuning in, because I don't really mind spoilers, right? They don't bother me. But if they bother you, please don't, like... I'll have a schedule on the Discord, and I do a Blue Sky post at least every Wednesday of what games I'm going to play and the order I'm going to do it. So, like, if a stream starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and my plan is to play Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and then play Oblivion, it would be like 3 hours of The Force Unleashed, give or take a little bit, and then 3 hours of The Force Unleashed, give or take a little bit, right? I wouldn't say that exactly, because I would only say on the schedule the order I'm going to play the games, because sometimes I'll go a bit longer or a bit shorter, depending on how I'm feeling with that game in particular. But yeah, I'm a talkative individual. Anybody who has any questions, I'll gladly answer them to the best of my capabilities. But yeah, I hope you enjoy Oblivion. It's a blast and a half. Ah, draw a card. It has been a minute since I've had that. I am going to do one. It's been a minute, so I'm going to do one shuffle of the deck, right? Okay, there's the one shuffle. And your card is the 8 of Diamonds. You've got yourselves the 8 of Diamonds. Let's go. I had to set this up the way that I did in order to reduce command spam, basically. Happens. Luck of the draw, literally. I don't know if I have a favorite card. But yeah, another example is once the conversation starts kind of winding down with, you've got yourselves the Jack of Diamonds now. Interesting. Wonder if we're going to get another diamond if you get another card redeem. Still not? I think I need to get a new deck of cards. I keep saying this, but I've like, every time I forget, I need to write it down on a list or something somewhere, because I'm not sure if I have all the cards from this deck, in all honesty. So I'm definitely going to have to look into getting a new deck of cards. Ah, 10 of Hearts. Are we closer to the suit you're wanting? This is not the suit you're looking for, or is this the suit you're looking for? I'm gonna get a little bit more into the Star Wars lingo, because I really do enjoy Star Wars. Alright, so we're either clubs or spades. You don't have to tell me, but I'm gonna guess spades is what you're looking for. I mean,
For some, it's rose
at that point,
For others,
it's just a matter of,
to recover, to start fresh. The gym doesn't care if you lift heavy, move quicker. or just
whatchamacallit.
show up. It's there for the
6 of clubs.
That's all on you. Because the gym isn't a building. It's
6 of
wherever you put
clubs.
your time, your energy, your effort. The gym is yours. Noble makes footwear and apparel built for the work.
how we looking on that one? Are we closer? Getting closer. Okay.
Fan armies have squad goals.
I wonder what it could possibly be at this point then.
Shopify's Ads Manager lets you choose the objective that works best for your business. However you optimize your
I'm
campaign,
excited. I'm excited if the next card's going to be it or not.
Get behind. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Okay, as for topics of conversation, right? Because we've gone over like the kind of like the schedule for what's been uploaded to the archive channel and what's going to be uploaded. For the edited videos, I'm gonna refresh. We've got a disposition minigame tutorial for Oblivion that I'm going to be uploading to my main YouTube. I'm not going to say more than that. And edited down Doom. 4 of spades. There we go. It took 5 cards to get what we needed, but we finally got what we needed. And every single card that you got outside of the jack was even. I don't know what you would classify the jack as. Would the jack technically be even as well? You've got 4, 6, 10, 8, and the jack. Those were your 5 card draws. But yes, your final card was the 4 of spades. Well, not final card, but your potential final card since you got the 4 of spades. Yeah, and then an edited down variation of Doom. As for topics of conversation, I've been playing a bit more Fortnite off stream in preparation for the Star Wars themed season that's going to be coming starting on May 2nd, right? So I'm doing a little bit of grinding to get prepared for the mechanics of Fortnite. No build, because I'm not going to get into build competitions. I'm a 30-year-old male. I'm not going to get into build competitions with fucking high schoolers that are just playing that game and no other game. You know what I mean? I can do a bit better when it comes to no build, because then I could, like, break somebody's ankles, metaphorically speaking. Not your favorite number of spades. Alright. Ace of spades? Okay, so is that how you came to the streams? I appreciate you subbing to the YouTube. Is it Ace of Spades? Because that's what we just drew. Damn. Right after I said that, too. That timing would have been so good. That timing would have been so good. Legendary, you could say. Okay. So there's going to be spoilers for Devil May Cry 2. I don't think it really matters if you get spoiled on Devil May Cry 2. But I'm saying this as a reference to anybody who's currently watching this, be it on YouTube or whatever, that wants to go through the Devil May Cry games spoiler free. Because I'm about to go on a little bit of a rant about Devil May Cry 2. Right? I've been saving that for the end of the end of this outdated YouTube blog thing. Oh, actually, if I do mod Starbound, like there's no mods right now, but I did say earlier today that I would potentially mod this game with like a item stacking mod. Okay, got you. So, Devil May Cry 2. I've been playing the Devil May Cry collection. It's my first time going through any of the Devil May Cry games. I went through Devil May Cry 1 a couple weeks ago. Had a blast and a half playing that game. A little bit basic, but it's an older game, so whatever. You can say the same thing about Devil May Cry 2. However, it's like they took several steps back with the combat systems of Devil May Cry 2. Like, absolute insanity that's how it feels, right? We started playing through by going through Dante's story, which is 18 missions, right? Those 18 missions have a couple of different variants, and a lot of it doesn't guide you really at all. But it's not really. There's only a couple of missions that are like, what do I do? Where do I go? You've got the 5 of clubs, so that is a wash when it comes to pulling from the deck of many cards. I mean, we can just keep up with the potatoes, I guess. I'll have to replace the bow. Can I craft seeds? No, at least not with this stuff. Bracken Universe? Okay. I mean, if I could mod this game, I'll probably slowly start to just do mods of convenience, like mods I'll have throughout any time I do a playthrough of this. If I continue to play this, I'm still not sure what we're going to do. Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades. So, like, for the time being, it'll just be, like, very simple, basic mods that we'll go for. A little closer. Queen of Spades? Queen of Spades. So it seems like it's still not it. King of Spades is my guess at this point. We've got a lot of iron, a lot of silver, and a bunch of copper. I think we need the copper. Do we need the copper in order to make the teddy bear? We need 3 of these. Oh man, we need more cotton plants. What are our requests? Copper bars. Let's get the copper bars. And let me continue my rant with Devil May Cry, right? 3 of hearts. 6 of spades. Multiply it by 2 and change the heart into a spade. And you got that with the 6 of spades. Close. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We still didn't get any tungsten bars yet. Keyword yet. let's actually speak to Elliot at the outpost now at this point then.
Drugs like Ozempic.
So, Devil May Cry 2, right?
Just the weight starts falling off.
Don, like, the story of that game, you, like...
They're just bank breakers.
And industries.
There was a lot of excitement. There was a lot
How do I get you as a pet? Do I have a net? I need to get a net. I need tungsten for a net, I think.
From the journal, $1 Trillion Shot. Tap now.
Didn't want to beam down. You said 3 of hearts earlier? You should have saved it for the 4 of hearts. Unfortunately, for you, you've drawn the 4 of hearts. Close to that one, too, with your previous guess. With Dante, like, the character, like, Dante barely speaks. He kind of has some of his personality traits of, like, being a smartass or whatnot. But, like, his dialogue is just bland is the best word to use. Like, bland as you can get. Right? 3 of diamonds. You saw the 3. You saw the 3. Got the wrong face for it though. You got the 3, but of diamonds instead of hearts. Dash tech properly tested. Putting it through its paces. Obstacle course. Talk to you again when you're ready. Sure. We'll do the dash tech really quickly. Make a little bit of progress like we did last time at the end while I talk about DMC. Shit. Okay, cool. Oh, that's the time. 9 of spades! It's got a little bit of dust on it. But 9 of spades. Damn it. Five of hearts. You're like going back and forth between a heart, or like a heart, diamond, and then spades. You get a club every once in a while. This is aggravating. You're playing like basically a mini game, so you have that frustration. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to get through a timed thing that I just can't seem to get through. Hey! Shit. Ah! At the buzzer. How rude. I'm gonna let that roll over. You got the Joker. I do have the Joker in the deck, and there's a reason I have the Joker in the deck. You just got it. That is whatever card you want it to be. Shit. Nope. Okay, back to the outpost. Woohoo! Finish that quest. Getting closer, that. Okay, so this would be the King of Diamonds at this point then. I'm trying to keep track of all the... I appreciate you, the King of Diamonds. Did I mess up and do a double draw? Or are we good? Uh, 10 silver bars? I mean... Pulse jump, need to test. And then ready. Okay, skip that one. I doubled up, my bad. I mean, platforming I'm good at. Like I said, good at platforming. I knew I was gonna mess up on that one. That's a hard one to hit. There we go. Alright, boom. That's a new one. Right? That is a new one. 10 gold. I don't think I have 10 gold. Okay. You got yourself the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs. Do we have a bunch of upgrades? We have 12. Oh no, we have 3. Two more. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if you got the RNG to hit it. Okay, we could probably buy if the shop's open. Oh, wait, you gave me this? You actually gave me the jump tech for free? I wonder if I could jack that refrigerator.
Sometimes creating an ad campaign can feel like you're talking on mute.
Damn, nothing there. Nothing there.
But advertising on Spotify can help your business turn
And nothing here.
Our easy-to-use ads manager.
Yeah, I got the dash too.
Audio ads from scratch or repurpose existing video assets. We'll deliver your ad to an
Can you do the dash?
right here.
You can't really do the dash in midair.
It's that simple.
Good to know.
Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
Exciting. Very exciting.
We are the LOL podcast, and I know you've probably seen us on TikTok, and we've been in the top 10 on Spotify for the last year. I'm one of the hosts, Maverick Baker, along with Kate, Cash, Harper, and Kenzie, and we guarantee absolutely nothing.
Get that ready.
Comedy, drama, and brain rot.
Don't use the word brain rot. That's not really gonna make people want to watch us.
No, I haven't tried this yet.
We're out of time, so check us out on
I'm going to. I've got a bow that does pretty good damage if I need range. And I've got a sword and shield, so I can block a lot of damage. You took another draw. Alright. Your other draw is the Queen of Hearts.
So listen and follow on Spotify, please and thank you.
You've gotten quite a bit of the face cards. Okay, one more. Unless this is the last one. 8 of Hearts. 8 of Hearts. Went through half the damn deck. That is an unfortunate lack of luck when it comes to the card you were looking for. I have 2,000. I mean, realistically, I'm not really going to be eating that much, so I'm going to sell most of this. This is rice, right? Just rice? Yeah. No seeds sold? No seeds sold. I think we're good. Let's do the Ericus mine. Oh, your weapons won't be enough? Okay, thank you for that information. I'll chill for a minute then. And keep mining like I intended to do. Because, if I'm not mistaken... yeah, Ericus crystals. The teddy bear we're almost at. Dreadwing we can do, I think. And components we need 10 gold. You took another draw? Okay. 5 of spades! Is that what we're looking for? With the 5 of spades? We're so close. So close. King of clubs! Not a spade. Not a spade. Got some copper here. We need gold, and I need a lot of tungsten. That's what I need. Did you do one more after the last one that I just did? The, king? Iron rifle and an anvil. I mean, I'm working on it. I will definitely... Is that a two-handed weapon, by the way? It'll be a nice ranged replacement for the bow. Real talk. Hey, give me that. Okay, just making sure. But yeah, mining that iron and stuff like that, that's a good idea. Hold. Hey, I'll take you. Oh, wait, whoops. This is the one that I pulled a little bit early. The 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs. I almost pulled another card before I showed this one. I should probably stick to the floor, the elevator thing that I made. That, I should stick to this for a little while, because I know I'll go deeper. Whoops. Let me just do this. See about potentially getting some goodies over here. No? Looks like there's something over here. But yeah, there was not really that many combo attacks you could do with Devil May Cry, right? You just basically pressing one button to do a melee attack, another to do range attacks. You could mess with the analog stick to adjust whether or not you were going to do Stinger, which they completely altered how Stinger works, and they made Stinger, like, kind of bad, I feel. And, or do a uppercut type slash with your sword as Dante. You could use your pistols. They were like the best weapon to use for the most part. There was a couple of times where I had to use the rocket launcher for some of the bosses. The boss fights were so terrible for Devil May Cry 2. Like, holy shit. They were gimmicky as fuck. And happens. The bosses are gimmicky for Devil May Cry 2. Hey, we're getting some iron. Let's go. It's like, the story, it's there, but like I said, it's very, like, no dialogue, very basic, very bland, it feels like, and it just, I literally just played the game to say, hey, yeah, no, I played through Devil May Cry 2, because it's one of those games that I would classify as a bad game. I stuck with it and played it, because it's not a long game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have stuck with it. Kind of like how I've taken a little bit of a break from, what's it called? What's the name of that damn game? Outer Worlds. I've taken a little bit of a break from Outer Worlds because, well, the communications and stuff like that between characters and all that is cool. The Outer Worlds didn't really hook me, unfortunately. Right? So I'm kind of like meh right now when it comes to Outer Worlds. I do plan on doing a full playthrough of it at some point, but I think if I play that game with melee, I'll enjoy it better, because ranged combat in that game is just bad. Maybe I'll do stealth, like true stealth, and I'll get a weapon that's ultra quiet, and like, either I'm going to do a complete stealth playthrough where I never really am in a fight, or I'm going to do a melee build. Probably a melee build. But I'll focus on conversating stuff for the most part to see if I can do the whole game without firing my weapon once in a fight. More iron from the from behind the wall. That works too. Lots of jackasses down there. Okay, so that was a bad idea, what I did. What if I do that again, only this time I don't die? I'm trying to think about what else we did in... Can I press down and then space and stop? Yes, I can. Okay. Press down, space, stop. Press down, space, stop. Some silver ore over here. We need gold ore. but I'm gonna take the silver ore as well. But yeah, there's a couple of times that I got stuck with what to do, and I had to look up where to go to get through the next couple of parts in the game. So that was a little annoying. But at the end of the day, we got through it. I think it took like 4 hours to get through Dante's story. With Lucia's story, we got through it in like 2.5 hours. Appreciate the compliment. I primarily do this just because I enjoy it. The more the merrier for people that show up. And you take care and have yourself a good one, Void. Till next time. But yeah, so when we went through Lucia's story, I actually enjoyed that more because of the way the combo works. With Dante, you attack, and once you slam them into the ground, if you move towards them in order to try and like finish them off when they're on the ground, your angle of attack, you can't really do the basic attack. What you have to do is you have to do like the uppercut, I assume, or maybe even Stinger will hit them, which I kind of didn't really do. I just attacked the closest enemy or shot my guns at them because I was feeling really lazy. Still, the combat system's bad. The final boss was like one of the worst final bosses I've ever fought in that game. And then you could say the same thing for Lucia's final boss too. Her mission, she only had 13 missions, but like a lot of her missions were literally just a mirror version of Dante's with some variants here and there, right? Like for the most part, it was exactly the same. But like I enjoyed Lucia's story more. Not only could her combos, and when I say combos, I'm talking about literally just pressing the attack button and hitting the enemy with melee. Her melee attacks could actually hit the enemies on the ground. Also, I don't know if you could pick it up with Dante, but with Lucia, she had a frost gem or whatever for her devil trigger. So it kind of made a lot of the fights, if you did them the right way, a bit of a cakewalk. Like there's a trick where you swap between attacking normally and entering your devil trigger mode and then leaving it just before you get hit. So it reduces the amount of damage you take, it doesn't stun you, it allows you to like go through and continue attacking, and then you leave devil trigger mode to be able to refresh your devil trigger just in time before the boss or whatever's attacking you attacks you again. There are certain enemies that doesn't really work with. Certain bosses that you have to do more range attacks with till you get your devil trigger maxed out and then go from there. There were some really dumb boss fights in that game. Like, it feels like they didn't even play Devil May Cry 2. They just made it and released it in order to get a game out.
Kids playlist. Listen on Spotify.
Oh, what is this? We've got like a dungeon. Oh, it doesn't last for long. And there is some more silver. We're getting close to gold, I think, and then we'll be getting close to tungsten. I mean, you know what I think it is for why I'm like hemming and hawing on whether or not I'm going to continue playing Starbound on Mondays? I think it has to do with the fact that I know it's going to take me a while to get through certain aspects of the game, but I shouldn't be too concerned because I'm not in creative mode, but I am in a mode that I don't have to be concerned like I'm casual. So I can go through the story without concern about losing anything.
Everywhere in your store, you can shop for everyone
Okay, you jackass. My turn. I win. You die. USAA. Alright. No? Hey, gold! More dungeon looking area. Let's get that gold so we can get these 10 bars sooner rather than later. I gotta remember that I have a double jump. What is this up here? Nothing. Okay. Or at least nothing I can interact with at the time for the time being. There's iron down here too. Hell yeah. 6 copper ore. Those little ore nodes are pretty neat. More gold. Some silver over here, I believe. Hey, more gold. Nice. Iron over there. We're in a bit of a mud pit area right now. Lots of iron, lots of coal. A little bit of copper here and there too. Love to see that. I am a firm believer in a little bit going a long way. It's one of the reasons why I love seeing like 5 nodes here and 5 nodes there of copper or iron or whatever. Because it's 5 nodes that I didn't have before. 1 bar here and there. Hell yeah, let's go. And the deeper we go, it looks like the more nodes of copper we get. And, well, I keep calling it nodes of copper. I should call them mine nodes or whatever. Oh, we're getting into, like, demon territory or something like that, because that's an evil-looking bat. Worth 10 pixels. More gold over there. Rude. The irony of the fact that we've, like, reconnected the cave system back to my little elevator is hilarious to me. These little slug things, man. Ooh, something over here. A manipulator module. Nice. Hey, more iron. Gotta get like the little bits of gold that I've seen. Like right up here. These are bits of gold, or these are fossils or something like that. They're gold. Ow. Oh, wow, okay. Is that gold right there I see? Do I spawn with my little light gold? Yes, I do. We're gonna be doing a little bit more mining here, and then we're probably gonna wrap up. Lucia, like I said, Lucia had a couple of different engagements, but she was basically just boss fight after boss fight. I got stuck at one point for a little bit, but then I got out of it relatively quickly after looking up what I had to do. There was underwater segments with her, which fucking were insane to me. It was only like a 2-segment thing, but it was bad. More gold. Kind of in dangerous territory right now. At least when it comes to our depth. Is there anything else that I have to say about DMC2? Not really anything that comes to mind. That was a poultry classification? Are we serious? That's kind of hilarious. Lots of iron in this little area that I'm noticing. I'm trying to get a little bit of tungsten to see how far I have to go for it, in all honesty.
You can't see them, but I'm holding 4 adorable puppies. Imagine they're your family. You want to switch to T-Mobile, but feel stuck paying off your old phones.
Ah, I did it a little bit too late on the guard there.
Up to $800. More good news. T-Mobile get 4 new iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on them. No, Mr. Paddy,
You get more core pieces, core fragments.
Switch to T-Mobile today.
T-Mobile's Family Freedom, our lowest cost to switch, our biggest family savings.
You might find purpose in a forest or on a mountain, in an aircraft hangar, or at a secure, undisclosed location.
Okay, so that's an insta-kill on us when we hit the liquid hot magma. Then again, we were at 30 health or lower, I guess.
Find your next level at armyciviliancareers.com.
But we didn't lose anything, luckily. But we do have a bunch of iron, so maybe we can get the thing that we need to get in order to make the thing that we need to make. Yeah, titanium bars in order to upgrade. I can't get the rifle yet. How many gold bars can I make? 32, hell yeah. We can turn that quest in. The iron, we can make 46. Bunch of silver. We're getting close to tungsten, I feel, then. Yeah, we just need tungsten, man, to do upgrades. Cotton wool. I just like how we're still stuck at, like, needing the cotton wool stage. So rice is something that... Whoops, wrong thing. It's something that we can make a decent amount on relatively quickly. I think I've explored the top of this planet and got all the plants that I could. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a part of me that thinks maybe I should go around and make sure I get the rest of the plants in order to be able to, like, really farm and get some extra money and stuff like that. Regardless of that, we need to go here. Let me look at the... Somewhere there's tech. Like tech upgrades and stuff like that. Regardless, we need to go to the outpost. I'm getting ready to wrap up with Starbound, but we need to wrap up by completing at least one quest. Distortion sphere. What does distortion sphere do? F. Oh shit. It's the frickin' Metroid thing. Do we regenerate? Whoa, wild. Alright, so we have a distortion sphere now. Now we could get to places we should. Does the distortion sphere take fall damage? Well, about to find out. We also should do that boss fight before we wrap up. Oh! Okay, now we're done with that. Let's do that Dreadwing. Good equipment for this. I think we can handle it. Okay. All right. Eat one of these. The shield's doing decent work.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote for hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Subject to terms and conditions within the
I mean,
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cashback you earn at the end of your first year? Yeah, I work here. Okay. Double check.
I'll just cheese this like this.
I guess we've taken it too far. Earn a rematch. Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com/credit card. Has your social security number. The power company mistakenly cut your service.
So there's a parry system. I do have a, where is it? Did I put it away? Shit. Okay. So that's a no-go right yet. I'm not sure. I guess we gotta go for tungsten and upgrades. Like, that's truly what we're at right now. We need tungsten. Question. Okay, answered. Hey, look at that. A lot of iron. Need to find that tungsten. I'm assuming it's lower. We immediately hit lava, we're dead. Rude. Well, that's kind of a little bit annoying. Don't panic, you're fine. You got this, you're fine. Lots of core fragments. We'll grind those out at a later date. Well, that's a magma layer, if I ever seen one. What is this right here? Diamonds? No. They are. Ooh, ooh. We got some shields, it looks like. A soul bulwark. Shield health 35, cooldown 7. There's something special between us, and there's something else we got too. But we got a better shield because this only has a shield health of 20, so this has 5. This is 15 more shield health. Teleporter core. Okay, cool. I don't know what I'm really looking for, but we're gonna go for these core fragments, I suppose. The tungsten, I know that's what I'm looking for, but like, where is it? I think I see another diamond. Getting this teddy bear gives us a shop, I think. I also need to test out, like, a water method to get rid of this lava or magma or whatever. That pistol might actually be better for us than the bow. I'm gonna beam up. Gonna beam up, and I'm going to look at you really quickly. No. Yeah. That's all fucked right now. There's a weapon somewhere I had, I think. Where is it? What? Oh, it's down. Cotton hasn't grown yet. This. Actually, it'd be more like this, and then this. Alright. We're gonna beat him up, and we're gonna go back to the Ark. I have to step away for a moment. Actually, we'll probably fight Dreadwing one more time when we come back with this setup. Alright. If we can get him, cool. If not, whatever. I'm gonna play a couple minutes of ads since nothing else is gonna be going on. And when I return, we'll do that and then wrap up with Starbound. Be back momentarily.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's got my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/Spotify. Terms apply.
These toothpaste do not wait. Oh no. Cheer up, girl. Your dentist is here with a Crest reality checkup. Just try Crest 3D White Teeth Stain Remover toothpaste. It gives you whiter teeth in 1 day. Tap to buy now. Crest.
Reaching out, and my heart is with you. So much in between, things we've never seen. You're a mirage that my mind can't see through. Are you here with me? One day we can see. And all my life, unbroken ways, but I know that time makes ways. But I know that time makes ways. And all my life, unbroken ways, but I know that time makes ways. But I know that time makes ways. Holding on to the image of you, live from far away, information highway. You're a mirage that my mind will cling to. Though you're far away, we can make a way.
Okay, now, as I was saying, let us defeat Dreadwing, hopefully. And then we will be able to see what's up, you know? I tried to press the space bar quicker. We don't really have good equipment. We have a shield that does 35 instead of 20. We have to take out the damn... penguins. mean, kind of annoying. Alright. Could I put a board across that? I shouldn't even try. Rude. I mean, 11, that's a significant amount of damage, honestly. Let's let our energy store back up and then blast for some more. We seem to be going 2 and 3 this time. We must have like +1. Oh, we have +1 because of our armor. So instead of doing 1 damage, we're doing 2 or whatever. They must have a weakness against energy weapons too. The throne is a lot more. Like, this thing does not have a lot of drop. The block saves our ass. Shit. Yeah, okay. We need a better weapon for sure. Aggravating to the fullest, but we've learned a lot. know what the sad part is? I'm pretty sure there's somewhere that I saw a teddy bear. I swear it was. That was somewhere. Well, got 2 more cotton fiber. Well, actually 4 more. How much do we need for woven fabric? Sure, I'll make all 27, and then we could get the teddy bear, then we got that other quest complete. Alright, now let's do that. We're getting something done, at least, outside of the other quest that we did. We need something that does a lot of damage. Better armor, too. Alright. Now we've got a ship. Copper picks. Iron, gold, silver, copper, coal. How about you? What do you got to say? How about our tech? Takes 8 cards to be able to do different stuff. Tech console 5K. I mean, we can have dudes send us. We might not have the gear to deal with this, but we can get a look at what we're getting into. An auto chip. Wait. I mean, we should be able to come back here. I want to check this place out really fast. Okay. Things are terrifying, apparently. Where's a flashlight? Creepy. Not too bad. Got another labor working tool. Hey, lunar base control or console. Can we get these beds or no? I doubt it. Can't get the beds. Unfortunate, no weapon or anything like that. So, they have a weakness to this type of energy. Oh shit, that hurt. 22, huh?
Goodbye, minivan. Mama got an instant online offer to sell you.
Alright. Not too bad at all. Hey, look what we got over here.
Like early pay. You could get paid up to 2 days faster, and there's no cost.
Some rope, I guess.
Playing the waiting game. Make the switch today at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
Listening to your favorite artists. And we love listening to you. Stop. Click now to take part in our short survey. And you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists ad-free.
Huh.
Sound good? Then all you need to do is hit the banner now for your chance to win.
We need to get off the moon.
Hmm?
A silver pickaxe, let's go. Iron bar. A copper pick. You. Okay. My question is... No? No. Well... What the hell? I mean... Lunar base bed. A flare. No weapons or anything like that? Come on. A miner's helmet. Built-in visor. And you die. I think we could get a better weapon here. space wear helmet. I mean, it's cosmetic stuff that we could sell pretty much. Get more food in us because we are dying. Can go down a little bit and see what all this has to offer us. Okay. That was close. Gotta be careful on the combo break because they don't do a thing where it's like only one attack goes through. Every attack that they give you will go through. You get a little bit of a iframe, but I'm fucking up and being a bit too impatient. Alright. Okay. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. If you do it right, you can block the first hit, at the very least. Spacesuit trousers and a guidelines. Are there 3 there? That one had a bit more health to worry about. Have I gone this way? Yeah, I came from this way. Alright. We gotta go around because we fell down that way. I don't know if I've checked those boxes yet either. $37. Take it. It is kind of funny that I know where I need to go based entirely off of yeah, it won't let me. That's a shame. Anyways, entirely based off of where the enemies are at. Okay, that was interesting. There's a shortcut right there. Going a little bit longer in Starbound than I intended to. Not cleaning that up. Well, grenade launcher. I mean, a one-handed grenade launcher? Okay. Neat. Lockers have 48 slots. Cool. Oh, whoops. I think that was supposed to happen. I think they were a bad person. I hope they were.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mid-Mobile. Message for everyone paying mid-wire.
Panicking. Stop it.
Please, everything good in this world is limited. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway,
All right.
try it mintmobile.com/save.
That does 8 range.
Plan equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only. Full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Boxing's biggest weekend is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook is bringing
Good weapon. Helmet of some description and a note or something like that. A spacesuit backpack and a lockdown.
Tap in on boxing's biggest weekend ever. DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code Spotify. That's promo code Spotify to unlock $200 in bonus bets and place a $5 bet with promo code Spotify. Only on DraftKings. The
Make you
crown
glow.
is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877.
Where is the other thing that we just looked at?
369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Two manipulator modules. Okay, cool. It might be better to just keep this, in all honesty. Bandages, I suppose. Then I guess that for now. Oh, the backpack. Oh, it already is equipped to us. Oh. Something that doesn't do anything significant at all. At least these are not difficult things to fight. Shields come in clutch here. All right. Alright, my question is, Does it open up a door over here? No? Okay. Interesting. I remember this for some reason. It sucks when you can beat that. Oh. Oh. Thank fuck. I was gonna say, it sucks when you can beat that, and then you have a fuck up like that. Oh shit. I need to go all the way through. Don't stop, please. Oh, annoying. And we gotta go here. Wait, turn back. Did she die? I died. Maybe she'll be revived at this point. I tried, but I panicked and didn't realize what I was doing and fucked up big time. Unless I have to fight that boss again, I doubt it. That's a shame. Oh well. Diamond, Finder Shield, 28. Cooldown 5, but this is a 35, so... Diary, okay. And then... Throw it at a monster to forcibly capture it and bring it a new home. We'll have to test those later. Obtained the crystal. Let's get our ship repaired, and that's where we'll wrap up. I mean, getting this stuff done, like spending about like an hour and a half to 2 hours bullshitting and then spending like an hour playing the game, is quite fun. Repairing FTL drive. Okay. Talk to Esther at the Ark. Oh god, that's all the way over here.
Geico gives you more coverage for whatever you need. From a
I'd like to have
to a
Sprint.
tire to a fender bender. And you get 24/7 help and fast claims with the Geico app. It's a total car coverage combo. Kind of like the combination of EDM, death metal, and smooth jazz. I think this could catch on. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
You could keep daydreaming.
Did it eat my bag?
Or you could order McDelivery and be eating McDonald's. Something.
I think it ate my bag.
At participating McDonald's, order prices might be higher than at restaurants.
Or I didn't get that yet. Scan mode, manipulator, N.
The debut album, My 21st Century Blues, from
N.
Music Artist 2025 nominated artist Ray. Packed with hits including Escapism and Oscar-winning Tears. Listen and follow on Spotify.
Okay. Interesting that you could scan literally everything that's blue. Hey, the market. Like, why don't you scan everything? Shipping containers sell food and produce to Terramart from the comfort of your own doorstep? Okay. Eggs. Hatches into tiny chicken, matures into a hen. The adult hen lays delicious eggs. I mean, it's expensive, but we can afford to get it eventually. Robot hens lay AA batteries, fiber, milk, static cells. Let's sell. What do we want to sell? Our basic shield. The broken broadsword. Honestly, most of the cosmetic stuff we can get rid of, right? At least that's how I feel. A lot of rice. I'm gonna keep selling the rice every time I can. A one-handed 2/6 damage per swing, but with fire. Lights, you, all of you. Oh, hello there. Colony deed. Place in an enclosed building with at least one door and light source and someone will move in. Manual. Buy that. Kitchen cabinet. Lamp posts, wall, stools. Oh, whoops. Keep the iron broadsword just in case. Get rid of that shield. Get rid of that. And then hit sell. We could get 2 of those hens or whatever to start getting eggs. I love how after we do that quest, we get the whatchamacallit set up. I'm trying to think of the name of it, and I can't off the top of my head, damn it. Is there any more that I missed? That's still closed, unfortunately. There we go, the bar. Return to the person at the Ark. Hey, you have something for me. Robots, experimental module, space mech, test drive. Fly it through my test course? We'll talk to him later, because that'll get more distractions and stuff like that. Let's go to the Ark and talk to them. Florin one first. Vital clues. Forest vegetation of plants. Gentle stars. Alright. Scan objects to find Florin clues. What other quests do we have? Test drive, which we can talk to them when they're ready. And then Dreadwing. We can go to a different planet, but I don't think I want to do that quite yet. Might have to, actually. Tungsten might not be on our planet right now. Let me see something really quickly before we wrap up for the evening with Starbound. Another tech card. Where's our water thing? Right here.
The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number.
Okay, that was a little bit close there. Gotta be careful.
And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it. Guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/Spotify. Terms apply.
You might find purpose in a forest or on a mountain, in an aircraft hangar, or at a secure, undisclosed location.
All right.
Or just beyond where you are right now. With over
Gonna try and think of a creature to catch.
find your next level at
Because we do have a capture ball. 2 capture balls.
Saving money on your outdoor project now at Menards. We have everything you need to keep your outdoor power running smooth, so you can keep that lawn in tip-top shape or enjoy some time on your boat. Right now, all FVP lawn and garden and marine batteries are on sale through May 5th. Check out our entire selection of FVP batteries today and view our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals.
Intergalactic landlord today. New construction, walls and ceilings sealed. No gaps. 1 light. And a door. Rent. We can do rent? And then errands we can do for them as well. That's kind of funny. I also need to put some of this shit in a box. Okay. And for the final thing that we're going to do is we are going to go up and we are going to check our plane, or our spaceship. Our brand newly repaired spaceship. We're out of fuel. I wish it would work. So where are we? We're over here. We're gonna call this first plan. The first planet. Alright? No, I want to look at this. Oh. We got to scan all this stuff. Requires mech to deploy to a friendly ship. We need fuel then. I know where to buy some. It might be expensive, but I'd rather buy some right now and get done with it. It's kind of funny because they each have their... Like, they each have their fucking own comments, I bet. 5. I mean, 150. There is tungsten, rain, thunderstorm, and snow. Forest, wooded area relatively tranquil. Oh, okay. So that's how you do that. Got it. Oh shit. Okay. There's more traversal than I thought there would be. Is that taking fuel to do, by the way? No. Tungsten, silver, crystal fuel, meteors, and rain. I'm like looking at the different things to look at, the different planets and stuff like that. I like how there's actual traversal. I gotta be careful because I don't want to mess up the capture pods. Let's see what we got over here.
At the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay.
Tungsten, nothing else outside of that, and the moon's over here. Moderate threat.
You get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
And the final one I want to look at is over here.
You earn, we match. Discover cashback.
One orbiting body.
See terms at discover.com/credit card. This is it. The night when everything changes. Because tonight, you're going to try.
If we look at our bookmarks, that's over here. Right? Did we go over here yet? No, we didn't. We've explored this area. Oh, it's sandstorms, a desert. Abundance of sand. Oh, we gotta go to a different planet for tungsten. And we've explored every single orbiting thing, right? 1, 2. Can't go here because we don't have a mech.
With LinkedIn job collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com.
Low threat. Yeah, this will be where I make a colony, I think. So this is only iron, gold, silver, and copper. Luminous rain. Lush and pleasant land. So this is where we're gonna head to. It doesn't have the tungsten I need. Oh wow, right off the rip, and some cotton as well. Nice. But it does potentially have resources that we could look like right off the rip. This is a good choice to have made. Like, I'm gonna take this place over and make it into a apartment type thing. Ooh, we got another pistol, a machine pistol, and a dagger. All right. Hell yeah. We're getting cards and shit too. It's not taking stamina up to use this weapon. Let's see what that dagger does. 2, 4, 3, 5. Oh, we can also do this. I want to try and capture the big guy. Top added to pets collection. No collar. So I'm pleased by that. Not how I thought it would. I don't know if they respawn the bosses, that is. I like this weapon. Pretty cool. The energy, that it could otherwise. I love this. The eyeball is not the best. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage when it hits, but it takes up so much energy to use. I mean, we're getting some pixels and some med kits and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. But we need, like, weapon or something like that, please and thank you. I mean, there's a good way to also see what we got going on around us, I suppose. Does a significant amount of damage against armored targets, it looks like. Suffocating in the damn sand. hell are you, a stone thing? Weird. I mean, I think it's working pretty well as a... Ooh, what's this? A two-handed hammer with an energy wave. That might be really good. A new dagger. One-handed. Absolutely get demolished, dumbasses. This weapon has some pretty good range. I will say that much. Ooh, a new spear. A rocket spear. Okay, we'll have to test some of these weapons out and see what we end up using. Alright, went in a circle now. So hopefully there's other buildings around here that we could utilize. Like another cave system or something like that. But the fact that this cave system's right there, kind of a cool thing to have. Wheat seeds, petals. I need to know where to go to for a pet. Worried about it later. Kind of want to explore the surface of this planet, see how big it is. Because it's supposed to be relatively safe. And it seems that way. The hardened carapace. Use that later. More sellable stuff. Big turnip, dude. Alright, so far the surface of this planet is pretty interesting. Like I said, this will probably be the, for the most part, this seems like a great place to use for merchantry stuff. Anyways, I want to go to a planet where I could actually get tungsten, right? So we're going to go here. And when next we initiate combat, we'll be getting tungsten. Alright, let's see what the landing zone looks like. Kind of bad. Little hut we can take over. Alright. that's going to be it for me. A bit longer than I anticipated, but we got some more work done. We're going to switch over to Mechanicus momentarily for you, Twitch, but for you, YouTube, we're going to be wrapping up here. I hope you enjoyed. If you managed to make it this far, then you must be doing something right. If you have and haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links should be down in the description below through all my links. If you're watching on YouTube, exclamation point links like so. For those that are watching on Twitch, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else, catch your fancy through all my links. Appreciate y'all, YouTube. Until next time, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.